Hey guys, welcome to the Blue Alien Coin first deep dive on 0 point energy, free energy extraction from the vacuum, from the quantum vacuum. I think that's what's happening, guys. So I'm just beginning to dive a little bit deeper on this myself. So if you remember, one of the goals for Blue Alien Coin is the idea of 0 point energy, integration of extraterrestrial technologies to Earth. And so some of you are going to be very skeptical. So for those of you that are skeptical, this is going to be an introduction to some of the government research, the black budget, secret government research into free energy devices, and and so yeah. So we apologise for defacing the Defence Intelligence Reference document. So this document appears to be, if we the original website address. I don't know if we've got it here now. If you look in here somewhere, if we I'm not sure if it says FOIA, but this if you remember in the last video, we got this from a website, and in the link it said FOIA, Freedom of Information Act request. So this is basically like UFO researchers, people working for disclosure, and the government to reveal more truth of what's happening on this earth, have put in like what's called a Freedom of Information Act request, because they believe that the government had secret documents on 0 point energy, and so what's happened is been true. Somehow someone knew that whoever this is, I don't know who this is really, the Defence Intelligence Agency or something like this. It appears to be because it was a .mil website address, so I assume that's a .military website address, and so this appears to be a declassified document on how to make 0 point energy, how the energy that the extraterrestrials most likely use to power their crafts. Not all of them. I'm sure there's many different ways of doing it, and this is a look into the science behind it, and it's obviously done by some very highly intelligent people in the Defence Intelligence Agency, or in the government somewhere, in some either government official program, or more likely some government compartmentalized special access program. Old people call it a black budget program. And so this is a lot of the there's masses of information like this coming out now, guys. So this is the real rabbit hole, and this is the real deal. And so I'm an engineer by trade, and I've got a degree from Coventry University in manufacturing management and business. So I've studied a lot of this stuff. I haven't studied this stuff. I haven't done this. I haven't created a free energy device yet. And like of course, we were told that this stuff wasn't real, but but stuff's been going on since the days of Tesla, and we'll look into Tesla another day, because Tesla attempted to bring free energy to Earth maybe 100 years ago with his Tesla coils, and so that's a story for another video. So in the meantime, like this is a free energy device, a 0 point energy device, kind of like the basics for it, the theory of it. Channeled from a guy called Bashar, channeled by Dowell Anchor. So Bashar is an extraterrestrial from the Sasani civilization, from the Shakani civilization. The Shakani civilization are a hybrid species. If you know about the grey abductions, the greys abducting the humans, they're very real. Like millions of people on Earth have been abducted by grey extraterrestrials. If you do some research, you'll find all the accounts online, and so many of them, not all of them, but many thousands and thousands of people have come forth talking about this. So the abductions are very real, and what the extraterrestrial abduction programs are doing is they're the greys, they come from the Zeta Reticuli star system, and a lot of military insiders understand this, but what they perhaps don't understand fully is that the Zeta greys, like the main ones doing the abductions, that film Paul, like that was based on a real extraterrestrial. There's a lot what the Zeta greys really look like. We can maybe have a quick look at the actual the skinny Bob video. So just to give you guys an idea, like what a real grey ET looks like. So this is probably a real video in my opinion, just because it's like it'd be so hard to fake all them years ago, and Can we find that's not it? That's different. That's different. I don't know if we can find it. The skinny bob footage, but it's basically this guy here. You'll have to do a research yourself, guys. Do a search for the skinny bob grey alien video, and it's this guy here. I think it's probably real because just it's so old, and like it'd be more difficult to fake it than it would to be real, like all them years ago. And why would anyone fake it? What would be the point? Like who's going to fake it and why? Like I guess it could be for a movie or something, but like I don't think so, guys. I think the skinny bob analysis is real grey alien footage, skinny bob analysis. So I think skinny bob's kind of an old name for it. I don't know if he goes by that name anymore. But anyway, so the Shikani are like a hybrid species. So the greys, the Essassani, are from the future. And this is Bashar, channeled by Dawalanka. Because time is an illusion. Like a lot of scientists kind of coming to understand this now. And so like Bashar is an Essassani Shikani extraterrestrial from the future that has come back in time, and he was like part of the process of the hybridization program, the hybridization of the grey extraterrestrials and the humans. And so the grey extraterrestrials from the Zeta Reticuli star system are actually parallel reality Earth humans. They come from a parallel reality version of Earth that destroyed itself because it got obsessed with technology, and it lost its connection to its heart, its divine feminine. It's a lot of what we talk in its spirituality. So it had no love, it had no compassion, and it was all mechanical thinking. And the Greys destroyed their planet, and they had to go underground. This is why they mutated and like developed like these big black eyes, and that's kind of how the story goes. And but what happened was they because they like bred out like emotion and no heart-centeredness, it got to the point where they could no longer reproduce. So they had to use their advanced technology to tunnel through to a parallel timeline, a parallel dimension, which is our parallel dimension. And they found us humans who are very emotional beings, and we still have very, very, very valid reproduction systems. So they chose us to hybridize with themselves to prolong their race. And the saying is, the understanding is that from a higher perspective we agreed this, from spirit, because everything's all created, because really we're higher like dimensional beings creating this like from a higher dimension for our own growth and our own expansion. And so from here we co-created this to happen, so we would wake ourselves up at this time as part of like a wake-up call, so we didn't get completely lost in the dream of the illusion of like materialism and believing in physical reality is the ultimate reality, which is not, because we create our reality vibrationally within our consciousness. And so this is why like it's going to be a lot easier to manifest 0 point energy than you might realize, because it's all an illusion. We're creating this within our consciousness as a dream. This is what all spiritual teachings, all religions have been telling us for thousands of years, and this is what quantum physics is now coming to understand. The quantum physics equations understand that like the observer affects reality, and law of attraction explaining that we create our reality within our consciousness. And so the new understanding of reality is that reality exists within us. We're creating our reality within our consciousness moment to moment, according to our frequencies, our vibrations, and what we put out. So we can just focus on creating 0 point energy, focus on creating whatever we wish. And this is the idea that I channeled about 10 years ago on my YouTube channel, one of the big Yael channelings that blew up, where the Yael explained to us that we can create any reality we wish by focusing our vibration and our beliefs ultimately, because we've got to believe, because our beliefs create our reality ultimately, because it's our beliefs that direct all our emotions, our whole reality really. So, but it's vibration, and what we put out is what we get back, because it's all like the quantum field. Like the quantum field is actually our own consciousness. The quantum field is actually like our own brain, and when we put out positive thoughts, we reflect positive realities back. And so I think this is something to do with how the 0 point energies feel, because the quantum field is what we're interacting with to create 0 point energy. And so if we look, oh no, we got a bit distracted with the Skinny Bob video, didn't we? So if you look at like the Bashar free energy space time and Antennae research by Mastermind, check out this YouTube channel. I don't know him, I've not come across it before, but so Bashar, who is the Sassani, who is the hybrid of the Greys from the future, channeled through Dawalanka. That's this guy here. He's the one who downloaded the information on creating the space-time antenna. And so we can also look at the pyramids, because the pyramids possibly use this kind of technology. So the pyramids were probably, I believe personally, the pyramids, the primary use of the pyramids were like initiation devices to initiate you into God consciousness. And because this is the most important thing on earth, awaking to our true nature, because we're all in an illusion, we're all in a dream. So we all like wake up. You know, if you knew reality was an illusion, if you knew it was a dream, and you knew it was kind of like all like wouldn't you want to wake up and see the truth? And so the main purpose of the pyramids was in an initiation chamber where you could you'd go through many years of spiritual practice. What they'd actually do was they'd go along up the Nile through all the temples and learn all the lessons of like unconditional love, duality, shadow work, manifestation, self-realization, service to others, compassion, and kind of the general tenets of spirituality. But you spend 3, 6, 9, 12 years learning all these, and eventually when you were ready, if you did very well and you were able to like connect to source and like devote your life to God's creation and assisting humanity and planet Earth, if they deemed you ready, you'd be allowed to go into the king's chamber and go into the sarcophagus, and you'd fast or possibly take some mild psychedelics or something like this, and you spend like 3 days locked in the sarcophagus, and you'd face all your deepest fears and your karma ultimately, because we've kind of got these karmic paths laid out due to the actions we've taken in the past as a soul, and perhaps in this lifetime, and or something. I don't fully understand karma, but it's like we have to, kind of the thing. There's like challenges laid out in our life ahead of us that we've already kind of created due to our actions now and in the past, and so these things are coming into our life in the future, and we can transmute them by becoming more positive, more loving, more compassionate, more tolerant of others. And or we can accelerate this by going in our sarcophagus for 3 days and going through an initiation process and experiencing our own death and rebirth, and deciding if we want to carry on living the way we are, or if we want to be more loving, compassionate, serving to humanity, etc., etc. The understanding we create our own reality, so why would we do anything different? Because everything's a reflection of us. So why would we not want to radiate anything but unconditional love and service to others? So this is kind of the idea. However, as a second, what I understand underneath the pyramids, there's a massive tunnel network under these pyramids, guys. They use, the initiates had massive cities under the earth where they could go down and maintain, they'd use things like the Ark of the Covenant and the Ankhs and their high technology, and they'd charge them with super high frequencies to maintain high frequency consciousness and keep like a radiant bliss God consciousness in this initiate complex underneath the temples and in the pyramids. And they'd actually use and what they would do, I believe, is that they would use the pyramids as a kind of free energy device to generate energy. And it's not necessarily we're generating thousands of megawatts an hour to fund humanity's insatiable desire for iPhones and everything. It's they're more. It was able to generate, I don't know, maybe 10 kilowatts an hour or something. Just because what I understand, it was enough to generate basic lighting, some kind of electrostatic lighting or something inside the pyramids that would light the pyramids themselves from within. And their technologies and their experiments, because they were alchemists. This is actually where chemistry and alchemy comes from. We learned everything we know about chemistry and alchemy from because alchemy means Chem was ancient Egypt. I think it means the Black Land or something, because of where the Nile would flood every year with the black fertile grounds. And so yes, so the pyramids, and this is where you see them all the way around the world, and why they have the same dimensions. If you look at there's things the height of one of these pyramids is the same as the base of in Mexico, and they say, it's an accident, it's a coincidence. No, it's not a coincidence, guys. It's ridiculous. There's millions of coincidences. They all have the same symbols. They all build the same temples. Mainstream history is very, very confused, guys. Honestly, it's it's totally different when you start digging the reality of it. I mean, these are all ancient alien structures all around the world. The pyramids are all around the world: Bosnia, China, Peru. They're a bit different in Peru, but Mexico, and they're for conducting high frequency consciousness into the earth. One of the primary things was to just radiate high frequency, pure unconditional love around the earth, to keep everyone centered in their higher consciousness and service to all, and their destiny and their divinity and their true divine power, creators of their reality. And so, on that, we need a cup of it's not Peru, it's actually Costa Coffee Instant, I'm afraid to admit, guys. Also afraid to admit that you probably noticed I've got a fake copy of Windows here. It's not. I bought a PC, he said it had a real license, and it didn't. And then I just activated it. Honestly, guys, I feel like I'm sticking up for myself here. Against Bill Gates, some of you will be like, dude, why are you giving Bill Gates money? This is Microsoft. That was the old days, guys. I'm more purple pill now. And so, excuse me, I actually just entered my email address and it said, congratulations, we've activated it through your email address. And oh, nice. Maybe because I like paid for one and it's connected to my Microsoft account, because I'm actually I have a Hotmail address from old school times when I was at uni in 1997. I got my Hotmail address, I think. That was that hotmail.com address was the thing in 1997, guys. Anyway, so the pyramids with free energy devices is like one of their other uses, and it probably uses the same kind of energy. They were channeling somehow. It might be different. It might be a different type of energy. It's something to do with water running underneath. But if you think about it, like if you run water through this, perhaps you're creating a kind of, because it's all to do with like polarity. Because the essence of creation is that positive, negative, positive, negative. It's all to do with this somehow, guys. Like I know this. It's to do with positive and negative. Look, there you go. Positive, negative. I don't know. I think that's a negative. That's not a negative, is it, guys? What am I talking about? Yeah. The guy thinks that's a negative side. We're on the wrong channel. No, but it's so that's the Casimir effect. But this one, guys, and coming back to Skinny Bob, no, not Skinny Bob, coming back to Bashar, free energy space-time antenna research. Like, oh, look at that one. It's got 157,000 views. Yeah, it's 13 years ago we explained it, and so it was a whole cycle ago, interestingly, guys, and now we're a new cycle on, so we can actually implement it, and kind of on a 12-year cycle thing that started in 2000 and 2012, then December the 21st 2024. Anyway, so this is the basic principle of free energy, and so I just quickly looked into this, and we're going to do a deep dive on this document, guys, because it is a declassified Freedom of Information Act request document on how from a secret government black military program on how to create free energy, and like they've already designed it for us, and like they've got the most genius minds in the world. They probably created some of this. In fact, there are photos. I haven't got fully through this, but we're going to lose it, guys. I'll lose the page if I go down. But there's photos of devices on here, so we'll keep going. And so basically you're looking so basically I just quickly read this, and this just seems to be a very basic electrical circuit. I don't think we need to go into that now. I just looked up these symbols, so I couldn't quite remember, but it's like, resistor, inductor or something. I don't know what inductor is, getting a bit more complicated, but diode, resistor, inductor, capacitor. I mean, that's super basic shit. I might have got some of it wrong, but like resistor, inductor, I don't know what inductors are. Looks like it could be another capacitor, probably because it's the same. I thought it was a battery at first. I'm very rusty at this. So it's basically two opposing fields, and the theory from what I just scanned over some of the theory behind, like right at the start. If you just read the start of it, guys, like we might as well just scan it over, because it's very amazing documenting. Quantum theory predicts that the vacuum of space throughout the universe is filled with electromagnetic waves, random in phase and amplitude, propagating in all possible directions, and with a cubic frequency distribution. I'm not entirely sure what that one means, but a cubic frequency distribution. I need to look into that. I think it's probably a basic like statistics kind of thing. This differs from the cosmic microwave background radiation and is referred to as the electromagnetic quantum vacuum. So here, guys, we've learned something already. The quantum vacuum that everyone in free energy talks about is quantum theory predicts that the vacuum of space throughout the universe is filled with electromagnetic waves. So waves are just things that go like this. Like a wave in science is something that just goes like that, up and down, resonates, oscillates, vibrates. Frequency, and it's measured in frequency, which is hertz. And I talk about this a lot in my channeling, how we have different brainwave frequencies in hertz. Like literally our brain, I think we operate on about 20 hertz beta. And then when we meditate, like 10 hertz alpha, sleep, 4 hertz delta, something like that. So it's the speed it goes up at. So like 1 hertz is 1 cycle per second, and that's our brainwave frequency. So it's 1,000, 2,000, 1,000, 2,000. So that's half a cycle per second, 1,000, 1 second, 2,000. another cycle. It's half a cycle per second. So 1 second is half a cycle. So, and that's the epsilon frequency, half a cycle per second, or to one, which is the brainwave frequency. And that's maybe why you got all tripped out and went all sleepy when I started doing that, because it's slowing your brainwave frequencies down. And so don't do that while you're driving, guys. Or operating a quantum vacuum-free energy extractor. Or an interdimensional portal. Or an anti-gravity device that requires 1 million volts to activate. That's maybe the next video, or a coming video. We should stay focused maybe. But it's connected. I see how like anti-gravity and electrogravitic energy, no, electrogravitics and 0 point energy could be connected in the same way as I was saying. Like, you know, in one way a motor can become a dynamo, an energy generator, you know, if you do it in the other direction. But that was the last video. Watch the last video if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure I uploaded it yet. Anyway, so guys, so basically, the quantum theory predicts that the vacuum of space throughout the universe is filled with electromagnetic waves, random in phase and amplitude, propagating in all possible directions, and with a cubic frequency distribution. So basically, it's just saying that there's random waves of electromagnetic energy that make up the vacuum of space. So the idea that somehow what we understand as 0 point energy, at least in its manifest form, like, because I think 0 point energy must come from like what science doesn't understand that spirituality understands, guys, is that the 0 point is literally nothing. Like, science can't wrap its head around nothing, non-existence. But you can in meditation, kind of begin to sense into it. And so so somehow this fluctuation between existence and non-existence creates waves, polarity, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. It's something like this, I think. And so we're creating so the vacuum of space, this quantum vacuum, this 0 point field, that some people say there's enough energy in like that much space to power the whole of the planet for 3,000 years or something like that. I'm not sure about the exact science. We'll work this out a bit later, guys. But quantum theory predicts that the vacuum of space throughout the universe is filled with electromagnetic waves, random in phase and amplitude, propagating in all possible directions. So we don't know this is correct. This is theory. So we still like, it sounds like it could be something we'll work with, that we can work with though. So so everything is waves. Yeah. So what this invention, just, we'll go deeper into this in the future, guys. Just quickly though, because I think we need to wrap this up because it's been a deep video. So what this device is designed to do is that these are basically spheres. Like magnetic spheres, and it's interesting because you sometimes see spheres on the bottom of UFOs, metallic, especially the like the I don't want to type in Nazi UFO, but oh gosh, here we go. Yeah. So the Nazis were onto something, guys. You see these spheres underneath the Nazi UFO. That's interesting. So if they're using spheres, I'm saying that the technology is possibly similar. And there, you see the spheres, and let's type in the I mean Billy Meyer, guys. I don't know what. I mean, the Billy Meyer UFO of spheres on. I'm sure someone like the wedding. I mean, I don't know what to think about the Billy Meyer sighting. They're all stuck in trees, aren't they? Which is a bit suspicious. I don't know what to think. I mean, obviously there's the ray gun with the Billy Meyer, and it's another one stuck in a tree. I don't know. They're weird. They kind of feel real though, for somewhere. And he became very spiritual and connected to God, which is a sign that, you know, there's some, you know, because you go through an expansion of consciousness after a UFO sign normally. And so I do not think of Billy Meyer, but metallic spheres, UFO. I mean, some UFOs are spheres in itself, aren't they? I seem to remember there's some like Pleiadian ships or something that also have some spheres on. They might be one of the Billy Meyer wedding cake things or something. Anyway, so the idea is that this is basically just two metallic spheres, and they're tuned to resonate like slightly different tones to each other. And so the idea is that they're kind of tuned to the resonance of the waves in the quantum field, I think. So when the wave goes down, one of these spheres gets agitated. Is that the correct word? It might be, actually. Starts resonating, and then when the wave goes up, the other sphere starts resonating, and this creates like a resonance between them, and somehow this coil. I mean, this might represent a coil or something. I don't know. We need to look into this. There's numbers and symbols, and it's all. So we're going to go deeper into this, guys. It's designed to connect, to pick up the resonance, to conduct the electrical charge. So there's an electrical charge, some kind of positive negative frequency going across it, and somehow this coil can like conduct that into a circuit and store it in this capacitor. I don't know, is that what capacitors do, guys? electrical side. I did study electrical science, but I wasn't really. It's a long story. Actually, the story is, guys, I didn't have physics when I went to university. I came from chemistry and biology. And I did manufacturing management and business, and I had to do a foundation year where I did physics, thermodynamics, mechanics, mathematics, electrical science as a foundation year. And it was like way over our heads because everyone in my course was more like business oriented, and but we wanted an engineering background, so we had to get a bachelor of engineering as opposed to a bachelor of science in business, and so electrical science was insane, and the lecturers weren't that good. They were just like graduates, and they were like the lecturers were insane, like way over our heads, and I was on the council for our course, so I put it to the university that the course was too hard, and we got let off and like fail condoned because we hadn't studied physics, and other people on the course were like physics, like got A-level physics and stuff. So it was a bit of a mess up by the university, but I did actually do the course and failed it basically. Okay, so that's the short story. I failed electrical science, but I got let off because we were really thrown in at the deep end. But maybe there's a reason I was thrown in at the deep end. Looking back, guys, so fortunately I learned a little bit about what these symbols mean and stuff just to get started. So it seems all we need. So this is a basic free energy device, and so we can almost see like you've got two polarized things here, yeah. So presumably that it's designed to capture fluctuations within the quantum field, within the waves of the quantum field, the positive, negative. I assume that's what it's designed to do. It's interesting how it looks like, because if you look at like because most of the religious symbols of the world are ancient symbols from Atlantis, possibly like Lemuria, other places that go back 12, 10, hundreds of thousand years. And they often have connections to science and the fabric of creation. And so if you look at the Star of David, for example, like this is actually to do with sacred geometry, and this is one of the science of the initiates that you'd learn in the temples in ancient Egypt. And so it's based on something deeper. So the higher dimensional version of the Star of David, because this is the point of sacred geometry. It exists in all dimensions, including fifth higher dimensions, and this is encoded in all the cathedrals and the temples around the world. And like all these like mandalas, some of them are actually fifth dimensional representations of sacred geometry. Like that, it's a science that's way more advanced than anyone really understands today. It's been lost, a lot of it, unless you like a high up in the Freemasons or the Rosicrucians or the Knights Templar, because they've passed the knowledge down from ancient Egypt and kept it alive today, fortunately. And some of them are now disclosing this. There's some good people on Gaia sharing this information. So we look. I'm thinking star tetrahedron. It's not the Merkaba. In Egypt, they call it the Merkaba. Can you remember my last lesson about Israel, Isis, Ra, Elohim? And there was another one I shared as well, wasn't there? And Merkaba, the Ka and the Ba. These are words that I believe you'll see passed down into the Jewish language, because I think it came from Moses, who was an initiate of ancient Egypt, and that's why you see a lot of Egyptian initiatic language. Because Merkaba is Ka is the soul, Ba is the light or something. Ra is the light. Ra is the light of the universe. The car and the bar are the soul. They're the different aspects of the soul and the high consciousness. I can't remember exactly, guys. But this is and this is what a Merkaba actually looks like. This is the vibrational construct of the Merkaba, your higher dimensional form. This is what we look like in a higher dimensional reality, because we all have our own Merkaba. So essentially, actually, we actually look more like this in our true nature than we do a human. And so, like I say, this is the Star of David. And if you look, it's also a pyramid. It's actually a tetrahedron. And the reason the pyramid is not a tetrahedron, a triangle at the base, it's square, is because square is the shape of Earth, and third density and the illusion, like boxed into a reality, and the Trinity is the divinity. And I'm going on tangents, guys, but it's like it's channeling higher consciousness energies into Earth in the same way. Like this is, and the same way this is. And so this is how we make free energy devices, guys. And so this is just the beginning. And obviously we need to go a lot deeper into this and begin to build some of these devices and test them and see what happens, and compare them to like the results and the research we're getting from our brothers on the other side of the world. Our star brothers on the other, and star sisters. I'm sure there's some ladies doing this as well. And compare results and like move forward to creating a new Earth with free energy and anti-gravity technology, and then we can start making like portals and stuff, and like zipping through to SSR and saying, "Hello, we just built a portal. I hope we can get back." So thank you, guys. So that's a lot about Blue Alien Coin. So I got my coaching sessions. Maybe I can share, if we come to beginners crypto coaching. Yeah, if you come to bluealien.io, the website, in it on here on somewhere. Can you see it? Begin and click on the menu at the top, beginners crypto coaching. If you're new to cryptocurrency and you'd like to do some private training with me, I have a private training program here. I just created it because I know a lot of you guys are new to this and you would like to go in deeper and to understand how to buy Blue Alien Coin, understand how to invest in crypto generally. So this is kind of a basics training for beginners in cryptocurrency, like session 1, introduction to cryptocurrency, buying crypto on centralized exchanges, finding crypto gems on decentralized exchanges, like the essence of like Web3 and what the cryptocurrency world really is. Wallet exchange, safety and security, become a web security ninja. This is super important when you get into crypto, and the reason a lot of people don't get into it. So we can learn that. I'm not an investment advisor. I can't give financial advice. However, I can point you in the direction of legendary investors, like researched in books like Tony Robbins' Money Master the Game and Unshakable, where he basically interviews the #1 investors in the world. And you can use like their strategy on crypto. Basically, I can't tell you that because I'm not a financial advisor, but Tony Robbins can tell you that. So this is where I point you in the direction of the world's greatest investors, so you can choose what coins you want to invest in yourself, because I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't give you that advice. So free session to focus on whatever you wish, optional launch your own meme coin training. I've kind of become an expert of launching your own meme coin, since it's been my life pretty much for the last 3 months since we launched Blue Alien Coin. Should we have a quick look at it before we go? It always seems to get some activity and some buys. When I search on here, guys, it's like people somehow sense like, or it's a reflection of me. I think that's what it is, really. It's a reflection of my own excitement for the project. Other people are excited, and no, they're not. They're not. It's a 3 hours. No, the last buy was me, guys. 20 cents. Yeah, it's gone a bit quiet. Like the crypto world. Actually, it's, you know why it is, guys. It's because the whole crypto. Oh no, Bitcoin's down to 96,000. XRP is at 231. XRP is going through a major drop. So this is why we're actually doing better than we realised, because we're tied to the price of XRP. So we're going down, even though we're getting. You see, we're getting all these greens. But we kind of, I mean, we kind of level, aren't we? We've almost gone down, isn't it? Like, because the price of XRP has gone down. But XRP long term is going to go to the moon. Well, we could stabilize here, guys. Look at that. That's just like this, like kind of see this line here, guys. 1, 2, 3. It's almost like a line of resistance, support there. I'm not a trader. I can't give you trading advice, and I really don't know what I'm on about that much to say this, but it's like it looks like some kind of support line here. Because it's bouncing off this kind of price, 229, 230, 242, 230, 230. Yeah, look at that, 224. I mean, it's slightly dipped below there, 202, but like it's kind of got 246, 241, and so this could be just a little bit. We'll go more into this in the future, guys. Yeah, I mean, kind of like $2 there, maybe. Yeah, hopefully this is some kind of line of support, and we kind of land here. Could be. We just need Donald Trump to announce that XRP is going to be part of the cryptocurrency future, and it just needs a little thing. You know what crypto's like? One little bit of hype, or Elon Musk saying that he decided to get on XRP. Imagine that, like Elon's like. So come on, Elon, what do you think to XRP? Elon's gone up in my estimations, because when he gave that speech and he was doing this thing where everyone thought he was like some Hitler suit, I didn't get that. I thought he was just saying, really giving heartfelt thanks. That's my energy read, so I appreciate that. So maybe he is a good guy after all. I already had faith in Elon. He's a good guy, guys. He's got a difficult life. Do you know what I mean? He works for NASA, who've been covering up the UFO movement for thousands of years. Kind of, because they're part of a cover-up that's been going on since the times of the Anunnaki. Anyway, guys, that's the video on 36 minutes, so I'll wrap it up there. Check out bluealien.io and come to Beginners Crypto Coaching and book a session with me if you'd like to learn how to do some crypto craziness. Peace.